kinda like a tree. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet.
Your bitch with the water. I feel like I'm 21 Savage. I pull up and fuck on your daughter.
Hey guys, before the actual video starts, so you're gonna hear me do my intro again. But I accidentally uploaded a video on the 27th, and that was an accident. That was from my phone, and the video's like 2 months old. Like, it was before I had all my new PC parts. So with that out of the way, I'm gonna let the actual video start now. What's up, guys? And I'm sorry that I've been lacking in content because I've been sick on and off, and you know, I don't want to like make a video and then like get halfway through it and then just like fuck up and just like forget all about the video. I probably wouldn't do that, but I definitely don't want you guys like hating me because I didn't upload. Also, I will be doing a special when I reach 100 subscribers, and I really do thank all the people that have been subscribing. And today I'm going to be talking about MTV. You know MTV, right? The fucking name says music television. Go on YouTube and you find that they don't even talk about music anymore. They just talk about racial oppression and how black people can't be offensive towards white people. Yeah, that's the shit right there. Let's talk about this fucking stupid video, and let's hop right into it.
Is PC culture destroying freedom of speech? Nope.
In a way it is. Badly, I might add.
From YouTube comments to presidential candidates, it seems a lot of people think freedom of speech is under attack. And who, might I ask, is to blame?
Well, you're going to tell us the answer in a second, but you're obviously going to be sarcastic about it when it's the truth.
The god PC culture.
She's basically saying, in a nutshell, the reason that we think that that freedom of speech is under attack is because of PC culture itself. And in a way, it's very true. If you don't know what PC culture is, it's basically what you feel more than the reality of the actual situation being appropriate at certain moments, basically censoring yourself to a point.
If you've ever called out racism, sexism, ableism, or any other oppressivism, you've probably been accused of being too PC.
I've never been accused of being too politically correct because I'm not a fucking idiot.
PC is, of course, short for politically correct. Political correctness is avoiding words or behaviors that exclude, marginalize, or insult groups of people who are socially disadvantaged or discriminated against. Basically, treating people with respect.
No. Being PC and treating people with respect is totally different, you dumb motherfucker. Who hired you to be at MTV? Who hired you? Who hired an idiot?
Now, if you ask me, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
Because you think it means treating people with respect, and in a way it is, but not fully. That's not what any of that means. It means that you're trying to just stay away from the actual like problem and just make sure everyone can be happy by censoring yourself, when really you need to talk about the situation.
But a recent poll by Fairleigh Dickinson University found that 68% of Americans and 81% of Republicans agreed that a big problem this country has is being politically correct. Even 62% of Democrats polled agreed that being PC was getting out of hand.
And it is, because in a way everyone's being censored to talk about the real stuff just because of other people's feelings. That's why most comedians don't even make jokes about rape anymore, because there's a slim chance that somebody in the audience has been raped or been sexually assaulted in a way. Like, people can't leave their safe space, so we have to conform to their safe spaces, which is something that we should not have to do.
For these folks, political correctness is synonymous with weakness or being overly sensitive.
And in a way, yes, it is.
Similar to the new term social justice warrior, calling someone PC is a way to derail and dismiss conversations about inequality.
Whoa, you just made it sound like it was a fact there, when that's exactly not what people do with the word PC. You just made it sound like everyone just uses the term PC to shut down conversations about inequality, when really that's not how it's used. I mean, if somebody calls you PC, that means that you're being a little overly sensitive, like you said, and it is basically associated with weakness because you don't want to talk about the real situation in a problem. You just want to make everyone happy, and that's really not the reality of the situation.
Okay, PC police, you're just offended by everything.
You're saying people who say people are too PC are offended by everything, but they're trying to make people not offended by everything by telling the people who are offended by everything. You sound like an idiot. You sound like an idiot saying stupid shit.
The term PC is almost always used as an insult.
It's mostly associated as an insult because when people are trying to talk about something realistically and they want to dumb things down because it'll offend someone, it's an insult, really. It's because people want to avoid the reality of the situation and more about other people's feelings, and it's really irritating to be in a conversation with someone who doesn't want to talk about the reality of a situation.
While it's been around for a while, it gained popularity in the 80s when it caught on with conservatives. not liberals.
First of all, yeah, it was popularized in the 1980s, but you're making it sound like it was never a thing before that. And you make it sound like being a conservative is a bad thing because you say people are PC. Not liberals, you say, but then like you make it sound like liberals are on a fucking pedestal. And I'm assuming that that's what MTV looks at things from that fucking perspective, because they don't want to criticize both both the Republican and Democratic Party. They want to criticize one of them because they're so bad. Like, for example, they brought up Donald Trump because he's a Republican Party and he's probably a conservative, and they're going to be like, oh, he's a bad person because he's a conservative, not because he's because of what he believes in. It's because he's Republican.
So why is being PC used as an insult? And what, if anything, does it have to do with free speech?
I'll tell you why it has to do with free speech, because people are trying to cut down on how we talk and how we explain things, and it's stupid shit, really. Like, you can't get mad at me because I explain something to you realistically when you have to be like, oh, you have to take into account for other people's feelings, but when I'm trying to talk realistically, I'm going to use statistics and facts. I'm not going to be thinking about the feelings of other people, because that does matter to a certain extent, but then you can't talk about something and make sure everybody's okay with it. You just can't do that.
Here's the thing. It's not just about hurt feelings. It's about calling out oppressive power structures, and that's where the misunderstanding comes in.
She legitimately looks like somebody just handed her a script. Like, she doesn't even know what the fuck she's talking about. I feel like she is a paid actor just to talk about these stupid things from a black person. I mean, if it was a white person up there, nobody would fucking I don't really care about your skin color or how many people follow you or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. That shit is zero. You're basically just a stick figure standing there. But the thing is that people are so fucking stupid to believe that you're saying this shit and like, oh, this is what this means, when you're really not correcting the situation. You're just sounding like an idiot.
What's perceived as being too sensitive is usually someone speaking out against lazy, offensive language that doesn't usually get challenged.
So basically, she just said, when people call other people PC, is because we're being racist or bigoted or something. And obviously that is not the case at all. Usually it's the person that we're saying is being too PC is just an idiot and doesn't want to listen to people talk. They just want to have their own opinion and have everything softened down. So no, not everyone that fucking says someone is PC is automatically just a person that's bigoted and is saying bullshit.
That's because the group of people that those words hurt historically haven't had the opportunities to have their voices heard.
They historically have not had the opportunity to be heard. That is so much bullshit that you're just saying it to get fucking views. You're just saying it so that the retarded part of fucking YouTube can go and watch your shit and then believe you because you're MTV, and they think that you're a reliable source when you're really not a reliable source. You're just spewing bullshit for a fucking for idiots. I don't know who subscribes to that channel. I don't know who likes these videos. I can tell you this. You cannot tell me every fucking SJW white feminist or whatever the fuck has never had a chance to be historically heard, because when women marched back in the 70s or 60s for equal pay and to vote and basically every right that they didn't have, they got those rights, and now they're just pushing for more shit. They're asking for extra rights when that's not what they deserve. Nobody deserves extra rights more than someone else just because they have different attributes. Like, it's stupid. It's bullshit. And no, just don't say that. Just don't say it, you idiot. Make it sound like as if we live in North Korea. Like, we can't say our own opinion without getting fucking taken down or sent to jail because nobody else wants to hear our opinion. But that's different, because in America's today's society, we can say stuff, and people can have the choice to like it or dislike it. They don't need to be heard because back then their ancestors faced something different than what the present counterpart is experiencing. Like, you have free speech, you basically have every right that the Constitution gives you, so do not be complaining. Do not be trying to take the First Amendment down because you don't want us saying what our opinions are, and usually most of the time it's facts, and people get mad at that. So just shut the fuck up. And
the people who call that being too PC are often in privileged positions and don't want to or haven't had to think about what they're saying or the consequences that come with it.
In a nutshell, what she's saying is we're probably privileged when we say these things that are facts, and we're probably white you know, and we're probably transphobic when we say stuff like that, where she's basically saying you're bigoted if you use the term PC. She's basically saying that people that are conservatives are fucking basically the people who use PC the most, so they're bigoted, you know, they're stupid, they're obviously dumb, they're dumb.
You can't take away my freedom of speech just because you're offended. Well, yeah. In America, freedom of speech simply means the government cannot prohibit you from expressing yourself. It's why you can criticize Obama without being thrown in jail. But on an interpersonal level, freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences. Technically, no subject on earth is off limits. You can say whatever you want, but in turn, people are allowed to respond however they want.
Now, I don't know what it is, but a lot of these fucking stupid people who try to imitate BuzzFeed, and they're doing a really good job at it. They got the first thing down to be fucking stupid, but they like to edit their videos where the first person talking overlaps the next person that's about to talk, so it's like they overlap each other almost, like the other person's cutting off the person you're listening to at the moment, but it's like so fucking irritating. Like, it's hard to edit out because you can hear her beginning to talk over herself, which was just like a few seconds ago, you know? Then we go on to the next part where she says that people can respond however they want towards things. And does that make them right? No, it doesn't make them right because they can respond. It just makes them idiots because they're going to deny the facts that are thrown at them. So they're going to be like, oh, okay, well, this is what I think. This is what I think. These are my feelings, not facts. These are not the reality of things. These are what I think. So no, just because somebody gives a fucking fact does not mean that there are going to be repercussions because somebody can have freedom of speech.
The fact that you can comment means you're not being censored.
Yes, but that does not stop people from trying to fucking censor us. I mean, have you seen the type of people who have actually tried to take down the fucking First Amendment because they don't want to hear other people's opinions, which are usually correct from their opinion?
If you tell a crappy sexist joke and someone says, hey, that was a crappy sexist joke, that's freedom of speech.
Great example you used there. Great fucking example. Great example. You said, crappy sexist joke? Huh, well, it's a crappy sexist joke, but that's your opinion. Ha 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 ha!
And if you post some racist bullshit on Facebook and your boss decides she doesn't want to employ people who spew racist bullshit on Facebook, you still have freedom of speech. And you're free to take that racist bullshit somewhere else. America.
Again, the example that you used was complete shit. And also, I feel like you're the type of person to get racist bullshit mixed up with correct facts. Like, I feel like you also get racism mixed up with prejudice. Like, you are the type of person to get that stuff mixed up.
PC culture, treating others with respect, social justice warriors, whatever you call it, isn't prohibiting anyone's freedom of speech.
Treating people with respect is called decency. And no, when people do stupid shit like the social justice warriors, no, they're not treating people with decency, they're treating them as if they're shit. Also, the social justice warriors are actually trying to prohibit free speech. Have you seen how they act? They don't want to hear anybody else's opinion, so they're like, oh no, go fuck yourself, you're stupid.
It's mainly about people standing up for themselves and asking to be spoken to and spoken about in a respectful way.
Spoken to in a respectful way, eh? So if I go up to a feminist and I say, let me hear some stuff about feminism, what are they going to say? This is probably what's going to happen.
The only potential is your traditional marriages end. The assumption. I'm reading. Fucking face. You're a racist fucking male that doesn't stand for women's rights. Get the fuck out of here.
Point.
You need to go look up your laws.
I don't have to look at anything right now. What I need to do is get you out of the vehicle. If you have identification, please hand the identification over to me.
No.
Identify yourself to me.
And I'm not going to step out of the vehicle.
Relax your...
Hey! You're raping me! This is rape! This is rape! This is rape!
I am out to infringe upon your rights and freedoms and extra room on the subway bestowed upon you for having a penis. I am absolutely a threat to your way of life.
Right, all I did was go into the office of my apartment development, right, and they refused to give me the form. I'll talk about that in a minute. This guy walked into the office when I was there, and now here he is parked out here, right? Stop stalking me, right? Don't ever stalk me again.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
About what?
Don't ever stalk me again.
Who's stalking you about
you. Laugh some more. Do it.
You're crazy.
And I don't want that to happen to me. That is bullshit. That is stupid bullshit. No, they cannot just do that. They're not trying to be treated respectfully. Yeah, that's one of them. But I mean, it's probably better to assume that the majority of them because really it's not needed. If you have brain cells, you should realize, hey, it's not needed because it's illegal to pay a woman less than a man, because that is illegal, and you can actually take the fucking place that you work for to court if that is happening. But it doesn't happen. So when you're saying that every social justice warrior and every person who wants to be PC is they're always in the right and just want to be talked to respectfully, that is complete and utter bullshit that you are spewing, MTV.
In fact, political correctness is expanding free speech. We're adding words to the dictionary every year in an effort to promote more inclusive and respectful speech.
Oh, you mean safe spacey and safe zone shit that fucking Tumblr people use. I mean, I use Tumblr, but like I said in one of my previous videos, it's not how Tumblr is, it's how you use Tumblr. It depends on what side of Tumblr you go on. If you're gonna be one of those fucking SJW people, then you're already on the right track to using Tumblr to its full potential. But I don't use it to its full potential. I use it for fucking memes. She's gonna probably give good examples of good words that were added to the dictionary during this, right?
Last year alone, the OED added microaggressions, mansplain, and a whole host of gender terms like cisgender, agender, and gender fluid to the dictionary. That seems like giving more speech to more people, not less.
So let's look at the words that she fucking gave us. She gave us microaggressions, mansplain. Mansplain? Really? That's a word in the dictionary? Mansplain? Why is that a word? It's just literally the word explain with the fucking prefix man at the front. It's not even a good word. And then they have the stupid gender terms like cisgender, agender, and whatever the fuck. I don't even care. I don't care because they're not real. I don't know why they're in the dictionary, but they're not real. They do not exist. So those are more or less helping people like social justice warriors degrade what free speech is, because it's like how feminists use the terms like rape and sexist. They're in a fucking snowball fight, because it's not going to work out well, because they use the word to the point where it has no meaning. Like, you can't say someone raped you by looking at you, or somebody can rape someone without raping them. Like, are you serious? There are people who actually think that, and it's disgusting. So no, that is not expanding free speech. Just because you add words to a dictionary does not mean that you're expanding free speech. It just means that you added more words to a dictionary.
So have you ever been accused of being too PC? Or maybe you've been thrown in jail for saying the N-word? How do you still have internet access?
So, you guys just fucking, I'm not gonna answer her last question, because she's just an idiot. She's degraded any type of respect that I could have given her in the beginning of the video. I don't respect that person at all anymore. They are an idiot. They are an idiot. So I'm glad that we took this fucking amazing trip through. I don't even know what MTV is anymore. I don't know. They're just these weird fucking people now, like making news. They're like BuzzFeed. Also, a little info on BuzzFeed. They're disbanding the entertainment and news that was together. It was a department that was together, and now they're separating it for entertainment and for news, because they knew that entertainment, which was basically the feminist stuff that they do and the questions white people had for black people and stuff like that, that was not exactly news. That was just entertainment. And now they're separating it. You know, their stupid articles that they have that they let people publish, they're separating them both. And they were separated at once, but now they were put together, and now they're being put apart. So finally, that's a good thing. That's a good thing that's happening. So, and I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in the past few days. I've been like super weird feeling, like I've been sick. And, you know, I appreciate all the support I get. I got 94 subscribers, so when I get 100, that will be the first milestone in my YouTube channel, and I will do a celebration. I don't know what we're gonna do for the celebration, but we'll do something cool. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you do, and I will see you guys later, and peace.